listening to KPG 66.5, Dinosaur Talk Radio, your favorite prehistoric podcast for research, entertainment, and all things dinosaurs.
Welcome, dinosaur fans. I'm your host, Dinosaur Ranger Anthony, and we are live from right here inside of the Dino Bus. I hope everybody is having an amazing Friday morning. We are ready to kick off a great show all about dinosaur teeth. Show me your teeth. Your pearly whites, dinosaurs' teeth. You guys came in so many different variations, and we will for sure talk about all those today. But you guys, you're listening to KPG 66.5 Dinosaur Talk Radio, your favorite prehistoric podcast for all your research, entertainment, and all things dinosaurs. But you guys, today is Friday, March 20th. I hope all of everybody had a great St. Patrick's Day, me laddies. We had tons of fun, you guys. My wife always loves, she has us have a green dinner. So all the food at dinner is either something St. Patrick's Day or Ireland or something green. So it's not as good as, I shouldn't say that. Some years we've had like green dinner rolls and salad and all kinds of green stuff, but this year we had a baked potato bar, we had Caesar salad, we had green Kool-Aid. What else do we had? We had green cookies, but we just had so much fun on St. Patrick's Day. So shout out to my wife for always making it so magical. But you guys, this week I am up to, believe it or not, 188 events booked for this year. And that's 137 for this summer alone. So I believe 2 years ago, I did 124 shows over that summer of 2024, my biggest summer I've ever had. And year number 5 is going to be even bigger. So I'm up to 137 shows from Memorial Day weekend all the way to the second weekend in August. So I am going to be super, super busy. And part of it includes the tale of America's greatest dinosaur. So you guys, this year I have a whole new show, a brand new show that I'm taking to all the libraries here across Nebraska. So Nebraska's reading program, or the reading theme this summer, is Unearthing a Story. So I created a brand new show, and it's called The Tale of America's Greatest Dinosaur. And do you guys know who that is? Who is America's greatest dinosaur? Is it the Spinosaurus? Nope. Spinosaurus isn't found in America. Is it? I don't know. Who else could it be? Maybe the Tyrannosaurus Rex, right? So T-Rex is our theme for our brand new show here this year, and I'm super excited. This week I've been working on all of just all kinds of stuff, you guys. So I wrote the format. I've got 5 awesome segments that we'll do. I want more audience participation. So my old show, the Prehistoric Pep Rally, I only brought a kid up when we did the volcano experiment. So I wrote some more, you guys, some more segments where I can get more audience participation. A child reader can come up and help me do a dinosaur game show and the volcano experiment. And we're going to do an egg making experiment and all kinds of other fun stuff, and we'll be sure to discuss all those as we get closer to the summertime. But you guys, this week I even got my Jeep decaled. So if you go over to my Facebook, Stomp Chomp Roar on Facebook, you'll see my brand new Jeep that I've talked about the last few weeks. This last week, I had it decked out in all kinds of decals, okay? So if you want to see a picture of it, it looks dynamite. So go check out my Facebook at Stomp Chomp Roar. You'll see my new green Jeep, and it's all decked out like if it's ready to go on a dinosaur adventure somewhere on some prehistoric island looking for all kinds of those terrible lizards. So go check that out, and also remember to like my Facebook page while you're there, okay? What else do we got? This week, you guys, I got banana ball tickets. So on, Wednesday this week, I was picked in the banana ball lottery. So you guys, I got tickets for this summer. Super excited about that. And the reason why I picked today's podcast topic, Guide to Dinosaur Teeth, is I was supposed to go to the dentist on Thursday. And I canceled it. I came down with a little bit of a cough this week, so I didn't want to be like coughing on the dentist and his assistant either. So I canceled my appointment. So even though I didn't go to the dentist this week, our podcast is still about the guide to dinosaur teeth. And we're going to talk all about teeth today too, okay? But I hope everybody is having an amazing morning, you guys. Good morning there, David. Awesome. Thank you for joining in. For anybody watching on our video cast, we do our YouTube video every Friday at 11 a.m. Central Standard Time. You can watch it live, interact with our chat box, or if you like to listen later on, we upload our podcast to all of the major podcasting platforms, and you can listen there as well, okay? But let's go ahead, you guys. I believe that's all we got for our intro segment. Ooh, let's plug our company for today. So we're talking about dinosaur teeth. Do you think our company is going to be about pizzas, or construction, or maybe a dentist? So let's go ahead and grab our slide. Where is that? Is it this one right here? Perfect, right there. Shout out to Dr. Chomp's Dino Dentistry. That's right, Dr. Chomp's Dino Dentistry. They will help you with all of your cavity needs, and they are dynamite when it comes to working on your teeth. Perfect. All right, you guys, let's go into segment number 1 of our show, and that is Steggy's Pizza. So remember, we're going to grab a slice out of those pizza boxes you see here behind me. Ooh, my phone was on there. Pizza boxes, brought to you by Godfather's Pizza, and we have a bunch of pizza slices in there. We're going to take one out. One fact, everybody knows the rules, okay? So we'll pull out a slice at random, we'll read off that fact, and talk a little bit about it, okay? So as we open our pizza box, and we peek inside, oh no! Okay, let's grab one. All right, it's got to be random. Let's grab one. Here we go. What kind of slice will we get today? All right, some dinosaur eggs have been found with baby fossils inside. That's right. And how perfect that Easter is coming up here soon as well. But you guys, some dinosaur eggs have been found with babies inside, specifically our Maiasaura, or the good mother lizard. We find their fossilized eggs, and there's still a little tiny skeleton inside that could fit in the palm of your hand. Wouldn't that be so cute to have a little Maiasaura? I would definitely get one as a pet. And then it can mow my grass for me too in the summertime. But you guys, some dinosaur eggs have been found with baby dinosaur fossils inside. And that is our one fact of the day. One fact, everybody knows the rules, okay? But let's go ahead and go into our segment, our featured topic of this evening, of this morning, actually. It's still 11 a.m. But let's go ahead, we'll scroll down here, and we will do Guide to Dinosaur Teeth 101. Now, you guys, dinosaur teeth come in all kinds of different shapes and sizes. You can just think about some eat meat, some eat plants, some eat both. So you can probably imagine there is all kinds of different types of dinosaur teeth, okay? So dinosaur teeth come in different shapes and sizes. We've got 5 major groups. So scientists, paleontologists, they break dinosaur teeth essentially into 5 categories, okay? We've got the blade-like. Think about T-Rex. We got conical-like. Think about Spinosaurus. We've got leaf-shaped. Think about Ankylosaurus. We've got pencil or spoon-shaped. Think about a long-necked dinosaur. And then we have those dental batteries. Think about all kinds of hadrosaur-type dinosaurs, okay? So blade-like, conical-like, leaf-shaped, pencil or spoon-like, and dental batteries. Those are our 5 major groups of dinosaur teeth. Now, did all dinosaurs have teeth? Think about that for a minute. Did all dinosaurs have teeth? Can you think of a dinosaur that didn't have any teeth? Did T-Rex not have teeth? Well, of course it did. It's eating all kinds of meat. It's got bone crushers. But you guys know some dinosaurs were toothless. Think about the beak of the Gallimimus, you guys. That one is a meat eater, but you guys, it had a toothless beak. Now, all plant eaters, you guys, or herbivores, had teeth for grinding and slicing, except for sauropods, of course. Those guys are just stripping the branches and swallowing all of their plants whole. So theropods are the only ones that are toothless. And that's kind of weird to think about because theropods are carnivores. So you'd think that they all have these just serrated, these knife-like teeth, when essentially some of them had toothless beaks like our Gallimimus I mentioned. Whereas our plant-eating dinosaurs, they all had teeth. Some of them are slicing and grinding, and other ones are just meant for like rakes, like sauropods, raking all those branches whole, okay? But let's go ahead, you guys, let's dive a little deeper, okay? Let's talk a little bit more about these teeth, all right? Let me fix my slide here, right here, too. My slide just all over the place. I came running in hot just like normal. All right, Guide to Dinosaur Teeth 101. Let's talk about those blade-likes. Blade-like or serrated teeth. Now, they're sharp, curved, and they're knife-like. So if you see like a steak knife in your kitchen, it has all those tiny little serrations or all those tiny little teeth. That's kind of like our dinosaurs. So I got my T-Rex tooth right here. I'll try not to forget all of these teeth, but our dinosaurs, like our T-Rex or Velociraptor, you guys, they use those big knife-like teeth for eating all kinds of meat, right? They're used for cutting meat, aka they're the carnivores. So a lot of them, if you look really closely, you can see all these little serrations, okay? So all these little grooves are kind of like teeth on the teeth. Makes a lot of sense, right? So those are helping them be able to slice into all kinds of meat, you guys. So these ones are found on theropods. Specifically like our Tyrannosaurus rex or Velociraptor. Now, not all theropods ate meat. That's right, not all theropods ate meat. And a few were omnivores, like our Therizinosaurus. And one like the Lemusaurus, you guys, the Lemusaurus that we talked about a few weeks ago, remember? That one, you guys, is believed to have lost its teeth as it aged, and it developed a beak, becoming a full-time herbivore. So it started off as an omnivore. We believe the Lemusaurus was eating both meat and plants, an omnivore, but as it got older, scientists believe it lost its teeth, got more of a beak, you guys, and it's becoming a full-time herbivore. And it may have started a life eating meat and plants, but then it became a diet shifting all to plants as an adult. So you guys, blade-like, serrated-like teeth, T-Rex, Velociraptor, I shouldn't say all of the big meat eaters, because the next meat eater we'll talk about didn't have blade-like teeth, and that's the Spinosaurus. So Spinosaurus had conical teeth, you guys, peg-shaped teeth, just like this one that I'm holding right here. So Spinosaurus, you guys, conical teeth. Think of sort of like a pine cone. It's conical in shape. It's kind of peg-like or a pike. Think about if you were looking for all kinds of fish near the water, you'd be using a pike to be able to get things out of the water. Just like with this Spinosaurus tooth right here. It's long, round, and smooth. Perfect for grabbing slippery prey like fish and things out of the water. And it's seen on piscivore-type dinosaurs like our Spinosaurus aegypticus, you guys. The best dinosaur in all the land, right? Well, maybe not the best, because remember, my new show is all about the T-Rex, but we won't talk about that anymore, okay? Spinosaurus, still a very cool dinosaur, didn't have serrated teeth like T-Rex, curved. It was more straight like a cone. Now, look at these teeth right here. I always like to talk about this at schools. T-Rex is curved. Spinosaurus is straight. So why is T-Rex curved, but Spinosaurus is straight? They're eating meat, right? They're both eating meat. They're both bigger than a school bus. But remember, T-Rex is eating plants, or not plants, that's silly. T-Rex is eating meat. They're carnivores. They're eating meat on land. Think about it eating a Triceratops. T-Rex would use their curved tooth to go and get into our Triceratops, you guys, and it would be able to use it kind of like a trap. It would use it to hold on to its prey. Whereas Spinosaurus is getting more things out of the water, slippery things, using it more as a spear or a pike to be able to get all kinds of food. T-Rex, Spinosaurus, okay? So that is blade-like teeth, and we've got conical-like teeth. Next, we've got our leaf-shaped teeth. Now, you guys, these are wide with ridges, shaped like, you guessed it, like plants. So, leaf-shaped teeth sort of look like a leaf or a plant, okay? And they're used for slicing plants. They're found on herbivores such as the iguanodon, stegosaurus, and ankylosaurus. So, those are kind of like the main family groups we find these leaf-shaped teeth. And I don't have one sitting here with me today. He's sitting over here. I don't have a leaf-shaped tooth by itself, but I got an ankylosaur right here, and you can see his leaf-shaped teeth on it in his skull. Now, some omnivores, you guys, like Tyrannosaurus we talked about above, had those leaf-shaped teeth as well, okay? So even theropods have some leaf-shaped teeth. And remember, it's somewhat of an omnivore. So Tyrannosaurus is eating meat and plants, has those leaf-shaped teeth, okay? So those are mainly stegosaurs, ankylosaurs, iguanodontids. Now that's our leaf-shaped teeth. Next we've got pencil or spoon-shaped teeth. So pencil or spoon-like, okay? So I do have a spoon-like one right here, and it's perfect for getting all kinds of ice cream or tomato soup or cereal. Or what else could we use a spoon for? Cottage cheese. Do you guys like cottage cheese? That might be a good lunch today. But you guys, spoon-like teeth, pencil-like teeth. Think of all the sauropods, okay? Sauropods, they don't have dental batteries. They don't have the leaf-shaped teeth we just mentioned. They've got pencil or peg-like or spoon-like teeth, okay? So it's either thin and straight like a pencil, or they're broad and narrow like spoons. And they're used for stripping all kinds of leaves right off the branches as they swallow them whole. Sauropods don't have very good jaw muscles. They're swallowing all that vegetation whole. Could you guys eat a salad without chewing it? That would be kind of gross, unless you had lots and lots and lots of ranch. That would be good. I love ranch, you guys. It's probably one of my major food groups, ranch dressing. But anyways, you guys, pencil and spoon-shaped teeth are found on long-necked dinosaurs like Diplodocus, Apatosaurus, Camarasaurus, Brachiosaurus, and so much more. The sauropods are great. All right. Our last group, the dental batteries, okay? Dental batteries. Now, is it a battery inside of their mouth? Is it a tooth that looks like a battery? Well, no. And let me grab that one. So this one right here, I have an Edmontosaurus tooth, okay? So if you look kind of closely, let me make sure I've got it up towards the camera, okay? Maybe. There we go. So my tooth right here, you guys, my Edmontosaurus tooth, it just kind of looks like a little sharp edge right there. So what happens is we have something called dental batteries, and these are hundreds of tightly packed teeth forming a grinding surface. So think of this little razor sharp edge right here, and then you've got 100 of them all in a row, making a tightly packed group of teeth that's giving somewhat of a good grinding surface. Now, these are our giant plant grinding machines, okay? And they're grinding all kinds of teeth. So they're famous on hadrosaur-type dinosaurs, like our Maiasaura, of course. But think of like this one is Edmontosaurus. You got Parasaurolophus, all those duck-billed dinosaurs. We also get dental batteries on ceratopsians. They look a little bit different, but they have the somewhat of the same effect with a bunch of these little sharp edges, you guys, and they had cheek teeth. So they're in their cheeks, you guys, on our ceratopsians like Triceratops. Both of them, scientists believe, are making their way forward to the front of their mouths or the front of their beaks. So the newer teeth are way in the back, and the older teeth are towards the front. They're losing their teeth throughout their lives and could get hundreds and hundreds of teeth all throughout their lifetime. And these ones, you guys, are the dental batteries or the battery-like teeth. But those are our 5 major groups, okay? So here, simpler way to understand the 5 major groups, all right? So we've got knife-like, and those are our meat eaters or blade-like. Knife-like are blade-like, they're the meat eaters. We've got the grabber teeth. Those are the fish eaters. They're conical. They're using them as grabbers, as little spears or pikes. Then we got our leaf teeth. These are the leaf-shaped, and they're plant slicers. They're slicing all kinds of plants and vegetation. Then we've got our pencil or spoon-shaped teeth, you guys. These are our branch strippers. So they're stripping all the plants, you guys, all the leaves right off the branches, all those conifer pine needles. Would you guys eat those? That would be pretty gross. And all the sap in there the sauropods are eating. And then the last one, we've got our grinder teeth. And those are the dental batteries, and those are our plant crushers. They're crushing all kinds of plants, okay? So those are our five groups of dinosaur teeth, okay? So for our guide to dinosaur teeth 101, those are our 5 groups. Knife-like, grabber teeth, leaf-like, pencil spoon-like, and grinder teeth, all right? Now, I also went ahead and grabbed a few other dinosaur fun facts we can read all about teeth, okay? Let's see, I got 8 of them, all right? Let's read through these real fast. Ornithischian dinosaurs had a predentary bone, you guys, which helped them tear away vegetation. This bone was located at the front of their lower jaw, and it created a beak-like structure. So they're using it to rip vegetation off with their beak. They got those teeth, those cheek teeth, those grinders. So the beak is helping them rip away vegetation. Their teeth is helping it grind it down. The Nigersaurus, you guys, had 500 teeth at the front of its mouth. And now this is a sauropod type dinosaur, one of my favorite smaller sauropods, the Nigersaurus, and it had somewhat of a shovel-like snout with 500 teeth up there, and they're going in and out. It's always growing new teeth. I believe, don't quote me on it, but I believe it's within a month. They're like regrowing all kinds of amounts of teeth. It's just wild, the fact they have on that one. Now, you guys, many dinosaurs could replace their teeth over time. Even the T-Rex. Imagine our T-Rex right here just constantly replacing teeth, you guys. And this is a big reason why teeth are one of the most common dinosaur fossils found. And because they're just replacing their teeth. If I lose any more of my teeth, they are gone forever. I'd be getting dentures someday. So hopefully I can keep my teeth well into old age. Make sure you're flossing your teeth. Now, some duckbill dinosaurs had 2,000 teeth in those dental batteries. I mentioned what the dental batteries are. Those groups of teeth that they're packed together, they can have up to 2,000 teeth at one time. And they can have 20 to 30,000 teeth during their lifetime. Now, ceratopsians, I mentioned, had cheek teeth, and they could have, we believe, 800 teeth throughout their lifetime. Now, you guys, a single tooth can help paleontologists determine what a dinosaur ate and what type of dinosaurs they were, okay? That was number 6. All right, number 7. Many long-necked dinosaurs like Brachiosaurus simply grabbed plants and swallowed them whole, as we mentioned. Their stomachs did the grinding. Do you know what those are called? What are those rocks in their stomach that are helping them do the grinding? Those are called gastroliths. Those gastroliths, you guys, are helping the sauropod dinosaurs be able to digest their plant matter that they're eating. Fact number 8, most dinosaurs had somewhere between 50 and several hundred teeth at a time, depending on their diet and their jaw structure. So anywhere from 50 to several hundred teeth all at one time. Humans like us usually only have 32 teeth in a full set. And Dinosaur Ranger Anthony right here, I believe I only have 28 teeth because I had 4. Imagine this, you guys, the pain that I went through as a child. My parents, bless them, I had 4 baby teeth taken out. They ripped them out of my mouth. And then when I became an older kid and I had to get braces, they ripped out the 4 grown-up teeth to make room for all the teeth. So I went through periods. I don't think they did them all 4 at one time. I did 2, and then I came back a month later, did another 2, and then same thing with the adult teeth. The misery I went through as a child. It's just mind-blowing, okay? But at least I've got some great pearly whites today. So, boom, you guys, that is our guide to dinosaur teeth 101, okay? Now, before we get off the subject of teeth, I've got a box right here. So let me get rid of this guy. Let me minimize. See if I can minimize this here for a minute. There we go. Perfect. Let me, gosh, I didn't have my YouTube chat right here. Let me go through my YouTube chat real quick. Let's see. David, he looks like he got the new 3-in-1 Lego set for St. Patrick's Day. Velociraptor with the Triceratops. That is awesome, David. It also came with a Stegosaurus and a Spinosaurus. Some kind of pterodactylus. Let's see. Ankylosaurus is the goat of the herbivores. I believe so. Fun fact, I might be getting an Ankylosaurus tail club fossil. More on that later. Spinosaurus is the goat of the carnivores. I will concur, David. I will concur. And has any dinosaur been found with a toothless mouth? Yes, we've got Gallimimus. Remember, our Gallimimus has a toothless beak. So no teeth for that meat-eating dinosaur. But you guys, before we get into our dinosaur cage match, our dinosaur battle, I've got a box right here. So let me go ahead and we'll open up this box that is to the right of me, left of the camera. But let's grab it. It's a really big box. Look how big it is. It's not really from the Home Depot. They just use that box. All right, this is a fossil for my brand new show, Tale of America's Greatest Dinosaur. All right, here we go. Let's open another box. Let's see if I can get it out. Dun, 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 dun. All right, here we go. Tyrannosaurus Rex, okay? So this summer for my new show, I'll have 4 I shouldn't say brand new fossils because I'm going to reuse my Triceratops horn. But I bought this one, another Tyrannosaurus Rex maxilla. Look at those sharp teeth right there. Would you guys imagine having teeth like that? Going to a buffet and having teeth like that. Now, I mentioned earlier, well, let's talk about it real quick. So, a lot of kids think this is the nose hole. That is just a fenestra. Fenestra, so I can stick my hand through it. The nose would actually be up here, the nostril. So, this cast, this replica, the bone would be right here that would be attaching its nostril right there. So its nose is up here at the front. That's just front fenestra right there. But this is the front of the upper jaw of the Tyrannosaurus Rex. So our Tyrannosaurus Rex, up to 50 to 60 of those big sharp teeth. And this is the front of their jaw, the front of their upper jaw. Look at those teeth coming down, those banana-like teeth, banana ball teeth. And remember I mentioned Tyrannosaurus Rex and many dinosaurs could grow as many teeth as they wanted. When you turn it around right here, you can see, look at that little one coming in, right? Is it right here? Right there. So you can see those ginormous ones, but then look at that guy right there. We got a little tiny tooth coming down from the root. And that's going to allow our T-Rex to start replacing its teeth. So T-Rex replacing their teeth over time, so they're always eating all kinds of meat. But that one is my newest. I just got it this week, I believe, on, what did I say, Friday. I think I got it on Monday, or maybe it was last Friday. But anyway, we got a new fossil for my new show this year, you guys, The Tale of America's Greatest Dinosaur. Now, if I can nicely put it down so it doesn't break as I hit the Dino Bus. I'm sorry, Dino Bus. But anyway, okay, that is our guide to dinosaur teeth 101, those 5 major groups. Remember, we got blade-like, knives. We got conical-like, peg-like. We got those spoon or pencil-like. We got those leaf-like, and we got those dental batteries. So 5 major groups of dinosaur teeth, using them to eat all kinds of things to be able to keep those bellies full of our dinosaurs. But let's go ahead, you guys. It is already 11:28 here in Omaha, Nebraska. We've got to start our prehistoric cage match, our who would win battle. We will have 2 dinosaurs facing off one-on-one in the prehistoric square circle, and we will determine who will come out on top. But in order to do that, we need to pick 2 dinosaurs to battle against, okay? So we are going to grab our spinning wheel, and we will see who will battle one-on-one. What happened to it? Let me see if I can find it. Dun, 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 bum, bum. I need some great elevator music when I hear. There it is. All right, I found it, okay? Let's go ahead, you guys. We will pull up our random genus generator. our PCM wheel. There we go. There is our amazing wheel of glory. We will spin this wheel and determine what two dinosaurs will battle today, okay? So let's spin our wheel. Here she goes. It spins around. Who will we get? Nobody knows. All right, give us someone good today. A Microceratus. You guys, we have the worst luck. Can we just one of these weeks get two giant meat-eating dinosaurs? No, we get a little Microceratus, okay? We will remove this one, our Microceratus, and we will spin again. Here we go. Spin the wheel. Give us... We might have to do another triple threat matchup, okay? Our Microceratus. A small ceratops, and the Chirestanotes, Gosh, should we do it? This would probably be an okay matchup, okay? All right, let's go ahead and remove that one. We will just do a small little, these are two small creatures, you guys. All right, let's go ahead. We'll exit out of our prehistoric cage match wheel here. We will grab some more of my things as we go ahead. Let me pop out this, you guys, and it'll make it a lot easier. We'll pop out our chat right here. Fun fact, this weekend, you guys, I think I'm getting a new Apple MacBook computer. I really need an upgrade on the computer, specifically to help us on our podcast here, so I can just have more windows and be able to do all kinds of more better stuff. All right. Are you guys ready to enter into the arena? Enter into a cage match from 65 million years ago to the age of the dinosaurs, back during the Mesozoic era. We've got two amazing dinosaurs. They're not big like T-Rex or Spinosaurus or Carcharodontosaurus or Giganotosaurus or Brachiosaurus, but they are still two dinosaurs. So you guys, we must still treat them with everything. They still are great dinosaurs, okay? So let's go ahead and enter in to the prehistoric cage match. All right, you guys, up first, we got the Microceratus. It is a very, very small ceratopsian. It could possibly be on two legs. That's right, a bipedal ceratopsian. It has no horns, you guys, up to 3 feet long, 1.5 feet high, 22 pounds. I'm pretty sure the Microceratus was in Jurassic World number 3. Which one was that? Dominion. Was it in Dominion? I think it might have been. Anyway, Microceratus, a very small ceratopsian. That's all you need to know. Very small ceratopsian, no horns, but could possibly get up onto 2 legs. Then we've got our Chirestanotes. It is a small, toothless theropod, 3 claws, up to 7 feet long, 3 feet high, and can weigh 220 pounds. So we've got a theropod that is up to 7 feet long, and then we've got a small ceratopsian type dinosaur, only 3 feet long. Okay, as you can probably know, the ceratopsian, it's going to need a little bit of help, but don't worry, you've got Dinosaur Ranger Anthony here who loves the plant-eating dinosaurs. So let's go ahead and enter our matchup. Chirestanotes, Microceratus. They come one-on-one together here in our cage circle, in the prehistoric cage arena. What happens first? Our Chirestanotes charges towards the Microceratus. But you guys, Chirestanotes has no teeth. A toothless beak. What's it going to be able to do? It's not able to chomp down onto our Microceratus. Our Microceratus, still with the frill, you guys. It still has a frill. Knocks up and hits our Chirestanotes into, we'll just say, up into under its jaw, under its toothless beak. Our Chirestanotes gives off a shake. It's dazed. What's going on? A plant-eating dinosaur actually defending itself. What's going to happen? Neither of these guys. Where are the weapons? Where are the weapons? Chirestanotes, a toothless beak. It's eating all kinds of small little reptiles, maybe some small little lizards. Our Microceratus has no horns. Maybe it can jot away on 2 legs, a very early ceratopsian type dinosaur. I don't know if there can even be a winner today. Can one of these actually defeat the other one? Maybe we've got a herd. That's right. We love herds here on KPG 66.5. A herd of Microceratus appears. They come up, you guys, from the bowels of the arena. They are lifted up just like in a Roman Colosseum. And the Microceratus, you guys, they bunch of them just start charging towards the Chirestonoses. But the Chirestonoses scampers off, you guys. It's able to keep running around the arena. I do not, just like last week, I don't know how we can truly pick a winner today. These two dinosaurs, maybe they just call a truce. But is that good? Can we really have in the history books, in the fossil record, a truce? Can we have a truce between Chirestonoses and the Microceratus? Or does a herd of Microceratus take it down? Or possibly the flock or the pack of Chirestonoses takes down the Microceratus? I think that's what's going to happen. At the end of the day, you guys, the pack of Chirestonoses and their toothless beaks just start poking. They start poking their beaks at all those Microceratus and slowly eliminate them down. So even though I am Team Plant Eater, at the end of the day, I believe the toothless beak of our Chirestonoses is still going to be in its advantage. It is twice as long as the Microceratus. It's probably going to be jumping on its back and all kinds of things, trying to chomp down with its toothless beak onto its back frill. So you guys, our PCM winner for today is the Chirestonoses. Boom! Chirestonoses theropod winner for today. That's right, Chirestonoses is our winner. I picked a meat-eating dinosaur with no teeth. And that brings us back to not all theropods had teeth. Dinosaurs didn't all have teeth. Some of them had toothless beaks, but they're still eating all kinds of meat. Specifically, that Microceratus. That's right. Anyway, you guys, let's enter into our closing segment for today, okay? As we open back up our episode 18. Can you believe that? It has been 18 weeks. Now, I think I had 2 weeks off in that, so it's been like 20 weeks since I started doing this new podcast. Totally having tons and tons of fun. But you guys, thank you all my dinosaur fans for tuning in to our episode all about dinosaur teeth. We went to the dinosaur dentistry. But dinosaurs, they could just lose the tooth and it would come back. So would they really need to go to the dentist? Probably not. Now, I hope everybody has a great weekend this weekend, you guys. I have a Dino Bus birthday party tomorrow. So happy birthday to Colin. He's going to be enjoying his 6th birthday, you guys. So right after we get done with this, I got to take all of my podcast equipment out of the Dino Bus, put it into its tub in my garage, and get it all ready for tomorrow's birthday party. As we take the Dino Bus to an amazing birthday party, we'll have our scavenger hunts, you guys. We'll have a few dinosaur games for the kids to play, and then Colin's dad even requested that we brought the volcano. So I'm going to bring one of our volcanoes, and I'm going to try and do it in the bus, and I think it will be the first time a volcano experiment has happened inside the Dino Bus. So we are super excited about that, okay? What did you just say here, David? I think the Microceratus would win because there is the power of, I think you meant herd, the power of the herd. But what about the pack of the Chirestonoses? We got pack versus herd. Packs are for meat eaters, herds are for plant eaters. So I think the pack would come out on top on this one, okay? But anyways, you guys, I hope everyone has a great weekend. Tonight is fish fry number 5. Only 2 more fish fries to go for the Lent season, you guys. And we're going there tonight. I mentioned I need to go to the Apple store this weekend, hoping to get myself a new MacBook computer. This one right here is 10 years old. It is slow. It has no memory. I think it hurts my video cast a little bit. And then there's not enough room on my desktop to be able to have all these different screens. My video, my pop-out, my format, all kinds of fun stuff. So I want to go get a new computer this weekend. This one is a fossil. It just needs to be buried in the backyard, which Don't do that. I don't think it's safe for the environment to put is there lithium batteries in it and whatnot. It probably wouldn't be safe to just bury it in the backyard. We'll just stick it in the house somewhere, and in 20 years, we'll get rid of it somehow. But anyways, you guys, I got a joke. Wait, I got a joke for us before we end today's podcast, okay? I've got a dino joke, and maybe something we can start doing at the end of our podcast, all right? Because this is episode 18. I'm starting to think about new segments we can do, okay? So, Steggy's Pizzeria, I've got like 10 more slices, and then after that, I think we will update segment number 1. I still love segment number 3 with the prehistoric showdown, but maybe a few changes there as well as we get closer and closer to the summer. And that's another thing. I won't get too much into it right now, but I know over the summertime it will be impossible to do my podcast on Fridays at 11 a.m. every single week. But I still want to make sure I'm getting an episode uploaded every week this summer. So it might not be Fridays at 11 a.m., but we will find out some way to make it work. All right, now let's get to our joke before we do our log off. You guys, listen up closely. It's an easy one. Think about it. Let's put our thinking caps on. What do you call a dinosaur dentist? What do you call a dinosaur dentist? We'll give you a minute. What do you call a dinosaur dentist? Do you have any ideas? What do you call a dinosaur dentist? So if you went to the dentist for dinosaurs and there was a doctor there, what would their name be? Now, let me give you a little hint. What is the dentist always telling you to make sure you do? You got to brush your teeth and you got to what? That is our hint right there. What is it going to be? Well, you guys, it's easy. It's the Velociraptor. That is our dino dentist. It's the Velociraptor. You've got to floss your teeth and you're definitely a raptor. So you're the Velociraptor. Make sure you're flossing out there, you guys, keeping those teeth clean, cavity-free, and save your parents some money on their insurance so they don't have to have another claim on fixing your teeth, okay? Floss your teeth. Do it for a week, and it will just become the normal. You just do it for a whole week straight, make that a goal, and it will just become the new normal, and you'll always floss your teeth. It's that simple. It's getting over that hump of wanting to do it at night, okay? But let's go ahead and log off for today, you guys. Remember to subscribe to my YouTube channel. The last week, it's gone up like 20 subscribers. I've been doing more reels or more shorts on YouTube, posting some more shorts from our podcast, trying to advertise our podcast a little bit more, you guys, and doing all kinds of stuff to help grow our dinosaur awareness. But you guys, David, what else do you got here? Steggy's Pizzeria is a place for dinosaur fun. That's right, a place where dinosaurs can and get the perfect pizza. Wouldn't that be cool? You guys, I'm pretty sure I mentioned it probably, episode 3 when I did Stomp Chomp Roar podcast. I worked at a Pizza Hut for like 13 years. If I won the lottery and hit the jackpot, I would just open up a pizzeria and it would be all dinosaur themed. And I wouldn't per se work there because I've put my time into a pizzeria for 13 years. But I would just hire like a general manager and another manager and a team, hopefully, to work there. And I would just be like the owner that comes in like once a week to check up on everybody and get some free pizza and do all kinds of dinosaur fun. So if I ever won the lottery or became a gazillionaire, I would definitely open up some kind of restaurant, whether it be a pizzeria, I love pizzerias, or maybe even like an old-fashioned soda fountain where you can come and get shakes and malts and ice cream sundaes. I've always loved soda fountains too, but I'm just an old soul. If I could go back to any time period besides the dinosaurs, I would go back to like the 50s and 60s, right after World War II, and it was just peace, love, and dinosaurs. And going to those soda fountains would be so much fun. But anyway, that's just me ranting and going on, trying not to end the podcast, okay? But it is time to say goodbye to episode 18, The Guide to Dinosaur Teeth 101, okay? Now, always remember, you guys, thanks to the dinosaurs for giving us this. Oh, wait, pause. I would have been disappointed if I forgot to do this, okay? So I do have to rant on for one more minute. I am so sorry. During our dinosaur teeth lesson, I should have brought this up. So I'm going to share my screen here. Hopefully you guys can see it well enough at home. And shout out to the Main Street Dentistry. I did not make this cool, very, very cool graphic. The Main Street Dentists, you guys, I believe they're on the East Coast in New York and Florida. The Main Street Dentistry. So some shout out and recognition to them if you're on the East Coast. They made this very, very cool. The teeth of 25 dinosaurs and other prehistoric creatures. It's very cool. If you just search dinosaur teeth on Google, this very awesome poster will pop up. It shows you all the different kinds. Remember, blade-like, conical-like, leaf-like, pencil or spoon-like, and dental batteries. There's even like megalodon and some toothless pterosaurs and smilodon and a mammoth on here, I believe. Where's the mammoth? It's on here somewhere. I know I seen it one time. Yeah, there it is. But you guys, all kinds of very cool prehistoric teeth on this poster right here. So just totally cool. I gotta print it out and put it in the Dino Bus. It is just that cool. But take a minute, pause your computers after this, take a look at it, even Google it. Also another shout out to the Main Street Dentistry. All right, you guys, but let's head back to our closing segment, okay? I would have been disappointed if I forgot all about that. Now, always remember, thanks to the dinosaurs for giving us this passion of prehistoric life and all of those terrible lizards. But this is our world now. That's right, the dinosaurs went extinct and we took over the planet. So get out there, do something good, and never be afraid to show your claws. Dinosaur Ranger Anthony signing out. We'll see you guys next week. Have a great weekend. Rah.